This is the project I wanted to do since my daughter introduced me to resin ocean wave art over a year and a half ago. Ideally, I would have more experience under my belt before attempting this, but I may be running out of time. Check out my community post for an explanation. My daughter also bought me a color sampler pack of over 30 colors, and I am trying to incorporate as many as possible into this piece. I love the way the colors are coming together, except that they look more like clouds than the ocean depths. So later you'll see that I add a dark blue flood to the entire piece to change that. Okay, after the first day of putting down the color, I wasn't real happy with how it looked more like clouds than an ocean. So I did a complete flood on the second day with darker blues to make it look more water-like. And today I'm going to put in my first wave from the beach. I'm still working on my first wave. I'm low on resin, so I've ordered some more resin. I'm waiting for it to show up. And in the meantime, I have run into a problem. On that last pour, where I did a complete clear pour on the whole project, I must not have mixed the resin well enough with the hardener, because I have a lot of uncured spots in the back and a little bit up here in the front. And the only thing I can think of is that I didn't get the resin mixed well enough, even though I did the same method I did on the previous pours. I used a larger container than I'm used to using, and I also used a paddle bit, which I thought would do a better job of mixing. And since I discovered that it's the back that is mostly the problem, I think that's where I started my pour. So I think it was the top layer here that didn't get mixed. The bottom, this front part, did get mixed and cured up pretty nicely. So what I'm going to attempt to do, and I've already done a little test piece, is use some isopropyl alcohol and try to clean up the sticky spots. So that's what I'm going to do right now. That's better, but I think it's going to take going over it a few times to get it right. It's still a little bit tacky, but I think it'll be good enough to put another pour over it, and I think it'll adhere. It might even adhere better, but I'll keep working my way around. Well, I would say that's an improvement, and so I'm going to go buy some more isopropyl alcohol in a bigger container and hit this thing again at least one more time, because it is making a difference, and I think this will be the solution. So good, I didn't ruin it. So what I've done is I'm going to replace using 50% isopropyl alcohol with 70% isopropyl alcohol and see if that doesn't work better. I also bought some new microfiber rags so I can get rid of these old dirty ones because I'm sure they weren't helping. So I'm going to start in this front corner again, although this, wow, that actually feels really clean. That's still sticky, so I'm going to hit that again. All right, I think I'll stop there and let it dry and probably come back tomorrow and hit it all again. It is improving. It's still sticky, but I think that might not be the disaster I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I'm going to do another complete float on this flood, and if I mix it correctly next time, it should take care of the problem. Okay, now I'm getting ready to do my second wave. I've just done a flood and I've got my white mixed. That is really pretty. That's okay. That's gonna be okay. I like it. I like it. I think I'll leave it right there for that wave. Do another one. Oh, maybe one over here and maybe one more up there the next couple days. Be back then. And that's the third wave with a little bit of color. Next I'll have one last wave right up here in the deepest part of the ocean, and then that'll pretty much be it. Getting really close to being done. I'm pretty happy with it. Really pretty happy. Today is the fourth wave, and this will be starting with the flood. I'm very happy with that. I really like this. I like all of that. Very happy with that. And that's my last wave pour. Oh, I like that. That over there, the deepest part, and over here in the shallowest part, I think are my favorite parts. But everything else is, I like it. Very good. Very, very good. And I got some color added into there, which I'm really happy with. I can see it from here. What I added yesterday was very subtle. That's a little bit more noticeable. Oh, I'm very happy with this. I'm going to cover it up, and tomorrow I will, I just set the faucet in there. I'm going to hook that up tomorrow, and I'll probably set the sink in here tomorrow, and be done, finally. Well, the way the white had been running off the board from around the base of the faucet, and after doing it twice, I assumed that this was going to be way out of level, because I wasn't that concerned about it when I built it. I didn't know what I was going to put on here, but it's perfectly level, so I don't know why that is running off so badly. So I was considering that my 2-foot level is measuring back to front, and back to front might have been level, but maybe back to middle isn't, but as you can see from this, it is. So I don't know why the white is running off overnight so badly. So I'm going to try it one more time, but I'm not sure. So I thought I was done yesterday. And then last night I watched a video and I got inspired by this young lady who, after finishing her entire project, she showed it to the client, and the client wanted a bunch of changes. So she came back through her piece and made all kinds of changes, which has inspired me to do the same thing. I want a lot more white foam down here, and I want to redo around here, and I'll put another wave in here, just a lot more white and a little bit more color, and I think I'll be a lot happier with it. And the thing is if it doesn't look right, since this is all cured, I can just wipe it off. So here goes the flood. And I'm going to try this time using the heat gun first and then hitting it with the flame. Okay, that gives me a lot more white foam. That I think looks a lot better. I just hope that doesn't all run off like it's been doing. And this runs off, but that's going to be it. Come whatever this looks like in the morning, I'm going to be happy with it. Boy, even this color I ended up liking. I wasn't sure I was going to, but I do. Anything else? Nope, I'm going to stop there. All right. Cover this thing up with a tent. Come back in the morning.